is up, Finesse family? Hopefully everybody is having a great Friday today, guys. It is Friday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. You're getting ready for your weekend. You might be at work, getting excited because you're going to get off. But today, guys, we are going to get into this conversation, guys. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Here, guys, we're going to talk about things that you guys have sent that you want to discuss today, as far as news topics, getting understanding or educated about different topics or things you want me to teach you. That's what we do here. If you did not know, my name is Mrs. B. Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com. Make sure you guys check out the website. Also, guys, make sure that you guys, there's something new that's added to the YouTube channel. So let me show you guys. I have updated because you guys have asked. So we got the merch store here. So what you do is you go here on the YouTube channel and you click the store button, and you guys will see all the different merchandise that you guys have been asking for. So we got it here. So guys, go over there and check that out. Get you something for you, your family, your husband, your wife, your kids. Go ahead and pick up something for you guys. So hopefully you guys find something you like there. All right. Also, too, guys, once again, I'm Mrs. B. Finesse. So hola, bonjour, good day to you guys. I am here to use my background in psychology and criminal justice, guys, to kind of educate and teach you on how to have a finesse mindset and a mindful mindset. So what does that mean? Finesse stands for faithfully innovating, to inspire, to be naturally effective, and to seek success every day. And we use that ideal in everything that is going on with you, as far as in your day, in your life, and how you structure your mind. And we focus on the concept of looking at why people do what they do, the mindset of it, and we break down the psychology and look at justice in that issue also too. So there's a lot of interesting, intriguing things that we break down, even when we're talking about news, things that are trending viral, different topics that are going on. Also, we focus on health and wealth, how to keep your mindset with that, what are the things to do to keep your health well, to keep your wealth in the right position. So it's an all-around channel that focuses on that mindset and how that mindset can help you in different avenues of your life. So once again, guys, we are called the Finesse family here, and if you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys are coming in, hit that thumbs up button, and make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. And once again, always, I like to give a shout out to my Finesse family. Thank you guys always for the support. I always have to give you guys a shout out because you guys deserve it, right? Thank you guys for super chats, the cash apps, buy me coffees. Thank you to my channel members. I always shout you guys out for joining the channel. If you would like to join the channel, go ahead and do that, guys. That's another way to support the Finesse family, to support the channel, and all the different topics and things that you are getting from the channel, the teachings, education on different topics. That helps, and it goes right back into the channel. So once again, guys, thank you guys for that. And so let's get straight into this, guys. There's a lot going on. You guys sent me things you want to talk about. I know you guys want to talk about all the people that are getting cut off, banned on these different social media channels. You guys were talking about Mr. Tate. If you don't know, we're going to break down who that is. They've been cut out of all media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and this person has like millions of followers. And we're going to kind of break that down. And anything that you guys want to talk about, as far as you know what we do on Freestyle Finesse Friday, we go in and break that down. So let's get into it, guys. Here we go. So let's get straight into this, because this is something that you guys wanted to talk about. So once again, guys, you know we talk about this a lot. We talk about cancel culture. We talk about many things dealing with why people do what they do, especially when we're talking about YouTube and these platforms. So you guys know I've talked to you about this. When you guys sign up to be on these different platforms, a lot of people get very, I say the word is kind of high and mighty. They get very idolized in themselves, and they think just because you're on these platforms having your channel, your place, your environment, that they can just snatch it from you. And you guys, we see that is happening so much on social media, especially YouTube. They're taking people's platforms. And so I want to bring this up, guys. Let me get this up for you. Make sure you guys are sharing this. Sharing is caring. Also, too, let me know if you guys want to come up. This is kind of like an open forum today. If you guys wanted to come up and there's certain topics or things you want to talk about, I'll drop the link. Let me know, and you guys can come up also. Here we go. Let me get this up for you guys. Now, do you guys know about this person here? All right. Very interesting. And like I said, guys, I always focus and look at the mindset of things, especially the psychology of it and the justice of it, the why. Why is it happening? Who is it affecting? All those different things, right? So this person, his name is Andrew Tate. You guys might know him from, they said he's TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook have taken down accounts belonging to Mr. Tate, a 35-year-old British American. So first off, I'm wondering, do you guys even remember him? Apparently he was on Big Brother. I didn't watch it, but some of you might have. I'm pretty sure this guy has been trending a lot the past week. Apparently, slowly, one by one, multiple social media sources were taking him off the site. So let me get the whole picture up so you guys can see him. There he is. All right, so let's break down. For those of you that don't know, let me know in the chat if you know who he is. But I'm going to break it down for those of you guys that don't know who he is. But the focus is this cancel culture, and is it okay for people to have the right to say the things they want to say? And should you as a listener or a viewer just turn it off if you don't want to listen to it? Or should we do things of this nature where we shut down whole platforms? That's kind of the discussion at hand. There's another person, I believe this guy was a YouTuber also. His name is Steven Crowder. And his channel on YouTube was banned a couple of times, but I guess they shut this down. They say we'll get into him. He's a Canadian American, and this Tate guy, he is British. All right, so let's break this down so you guys know who he is. Okay, it says, who is he and why has he been kicked off of social media? So if you agree to his views, or you like Mr. Tate, or you know something about him, go ahead in the chat or speak so we know, because once again, with me, I never heard of the dude before, so this is my first thing, and knowing who he is, and just me reviewing and going back and researching kind of who he was. When you guys sent this to me to talk about, that's literally when I first found out about him. So I found out about him today. All right, so it says Andrew Tate is all over social media. It says, or at least news reports about him. It says in the past week was banned from pretty much all the social networks. I think except what is it called? Rumble. I think that's one that hasn't banned him. But it says Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and even Twitch and Twitter. Wow, he's banned from all the major ones. All the major ones, right? And it says dealing a painful blow to his Hustlers University business online. Okay, so if you didn't know, guys, he has a business called Hustlers University. And apparently from the different feeds that I read and things that I listened to research this, I guess about 6 months ago, this guy said he was going to blow up the internet, in the sense that he was going to take it by storm, right? So apparently his popularity has grown in the past 6 months to a year. Hey BGS, hopefully you're having a great day. What's the news? Hopefully we're going to get into it, right? All right, so he's got a business called Hustlers University, guys, right? So it says his face was basically unknown, like I just told you guys, until a few months ago. And they say it's like he just kind of came out of nowhere, right? And then it says the short story of the 35-year-old is a self-help personality who revels in misogyny. So this is what everybody's saying about him. Also, too, guys, let me know if you agree or disagree with the full cancellation of people off of total platforms. Do you think that is good or bad, right? Hey Lash, hopefully you're having a great day today, guys. Make sure you share this. Sharing is caring, because we're going to have a discussion kind of like throwback, like we did back in the beginning. Months ago when I started this channel. So if you guys want to come up, if you want to speak on anything, let me know. I'll drop the link, because you guys know how I get. When I get into talking and explaining stuff, I forget, okay? Because I'm into it. That's what I do. I'm an educator, and that's naturally who I am as far as my spirit. So I get into explaining and breaking things down, right? So once again, if you're just coming in, we're talking about this Mr. Tate. He was banned off of all social platforms, right? And you guys got to think about it. And this guy had millions. I'm talking about millions. So like on Instagram, millions. YouTube, millions. I believe Twitter, millions. All right. And in a matter of, I say, a week, every social media platform has banned this guy. All right. Once again, if you know him, tell us in the chat. Tell us about him. If you agree with what he's saying, if you don't, I want to know, because I want to know what my Finesse fam thinks. All right. So it says that he is a self-help personality. That's who he is. That's his business. That's how he sells himself. And he basically focuses on men, right? And how to empower men. He says, and encourage men. And I did watch a clip of this, so I do have my kind of shouted you out. Oh, thanks, Lash. You always support. I appreciate you. I always have. Oh, sorry, guys. Lost my train of thought. But anyways, as far as this guy and what he's doing, like the whole purpose, like I said, of this stream is we're focusing on to cancel or to not. That is the question. Do you believe, guys, that people have the right to be fully shut off and canceled on platforms? Or do you think if you don't like what somebody's saying, just cut it off? Like, what is your perspective on that? Because this goes really deep. I don't think people realize how imperative it is to have your own platform, i.e. own website, own space and place, and don't focus on all the other social media platforms, because you guys, obviously, I already know this. People do not read the fine print when they sign up for these websites, when they sign up for anything. You need to read the fine print so you know what you're signing up for. And in every one of these social media platforms, it says for any matter or means, if they feel like they want to delete your account, cancel your account, or take you off their platform, they can. So it's very funny to me how people get on these platforms and think that they can I'm just being myself and I'm just being real. But when you violate the policies of these platforms, you think that they're going to leave you there. And especially when you are using these platforms as a catalyst. I mean, you got to think about it. To have a business really and for it to thrive, you have to be on social media, period. It's just not going to work. You have to be on there. And common sense common sense isn't common. That's the shirt. Common sense, you would think, would tell people, like, right, be yourself, point your view out, but be cognizant of when you're in somebody else's house or somebody else's space, you can't do and say what you want. It doesn't behoove me anymore. But literally, guys, like, I'm always just shocked about how people, when they do get canceled, they're really like, forget the man, screw the man, or whatever. But it's just like, come on, like, did you read the fine print when you first came on the site? It said you can say what you want to say to their relegation, right? So let's break down. If you don't know who he is, I'm gonna call him Mr. Tate, because I know, once again, they kicked him off of every platform. So I don't want to overdo or say his name. Who knows what the algorithm is doing, right? I want y'all to get this education here, right? So basically, once again, guys, he's 35-year-old self-help personality. It says, who revels in misogyny. This is what they say. I'm just quoting what is here on the CNBC CNET website. It says, purporting to extol wisdom to men that helps them escape the matrix. It says, Tate has falsely claimed that women bear some responsibility. That was his quote, right? And this is the big thing that got him in hot water, is because allegedly he is not being, well, how can I say? I guess tiptoeing around how he talks about women, and they say he's a misogynist, right? So people have been wanting to get him off of the platforms. Since before being banned, his videos racked up billions. Do you hear me? Billions with a B. His videos racked up billions of views. Billion. And I want you guys to really let that settle in. I want you to let that settle in when we're talking about billions of views. how many people this guy is really touching and tapping. And I think a lot of people get so caught up in, because they never really had attention and they get this attention on social media, that it's just like a drug to them. So it's just like, even though that's probably not their real ego or their real personality, it's like an alter ego. And you guys know what, a lot of these like actors and a lot of these artists, especially musicians, they literally tell you, and you guys laugh about it, no, I have this alter ego, so when I go on stage, that's not me. Like, that's not me. When I leave stage, I'm quiet, I'm this. And if you guys really think about it, think about many of these comedians. I was talking to my husband about this. Like, these comedians, like, when you see them doing interviews, it seems like they're so like shy and just kind of what's the word, like shy. They're kind of relegated to themselves, kind of even soft-spoken. But when they get a stage and they get that camera on, like, they're these characters. So I know this is true. And then when we're dealing with the psychological side of this, everybody wants to be heard in a sense. And a lot of people don't really want to show their true self, guys. A lot of people want to show a representation of themselves. And we know we can go deep with this one as far as when we're talking about communication and relationships. A lot of times you're going to get that person's representative until you actually lock in, let's say, the relationship, or you end up marrying them or something where there's a huge commitment. Then you see the real person. You see their true colors come out. And I wish you guys would understand that it's mirroring in social media. I wish you guys would understand that don't always sit and watch people and assume they're being honest. I hate when people say, oh, I'm real, or what's that saying that they say? It annoys me. I guess you could say I'm real. I'm just being real. No, you're just reacting to whatever it is at that point. Or a lot of times, guys, people are kind of following what they hear other people are saying, right? Or whatever that trend or topic is at that point. But a lot of times people are not being honest and real. And you have to live and pay attention to life, and you'll notice that, you know, a lot of people are really living a false reality. Ergo, why social media is so popular, and so many people kind of go off into these rooms and studios they have in their house, and they're there all day streaming, doing things for, I guess you could say, different companies, making money. And it's fine, duh, we all want to do things and make money. There's nothing wrong with making money, but I really find that a lot of these people are losing themselves. And you guys know I've done reports on this. How these people they're into severe depression. They do different things as far as coping, drinking, drugs, all kind of stuff, guys, to cope with that seclusion mindset. Okay, so let's get back to this guy, right? So it says before he was banned, it says his video racked up billions with a B of views on TikTok and Instagram. His main business venture of late was Hustlers University. So I'm wondering if he did it on social media or if this was something where he has his own website. I'm not sure. I don't follow him, right? So it says it's an online course for aspiring alpha males that taught lessons on crypto, stock investing, and freelancing. Okay, so that's his website that he has for men. He said alpha men. He's very specific. He has this for alpha men, he says. All right, so it says he's a whole package so far as emerging new forms of anti-women extremism. It says we're seeing. This is somebody, Deakin University's Josh Rose. This is his quote. He's a political sociologist. He examines extremism and masculinity, he says he's mobilizing a sense of not only insecurity but anger. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's true? Let's get more into this. Right? It says, and that's not how TikTok sees it. All right. Well, it says after social media platforms blocked him, a spokesperson at Bloomberg said banning Andrew from these platforms might seem the answer, but it isn't that simple. Removing his voice doesn't allow for a kinder hate-free society, which is true. I mean, you can take people and ban them off of certain places, and they can just sprout up somewhere else. But once again, if you don't have that infrastructure, like I just told you guys, where you have your own space, i.e. your own website or place where nobody is holding you back from doing or saying what you need to say, or doing your form of business, then you can't tell another platform how they can relegate who's on it, because that platform is a representation of its own self. So if they don't want certain people there, they got the right to say leave. Just like when you go to a place of business. If the place of business doesn't want you there and they tell you you gotta go, then you gotta go. You can't force yourself and say I'm gonna stay, right? And then it says, this is another company spokesperson. I think this is for TikTok. They said misogyny is a hateful ideology that is not tolerated on TikTok. We've been removing volatile videos and accounts for weeks. And that's true. TikTok has been really on it the past month with this. And it says, we welcome the news that other platforms are also taking action against this individual. And so, Roos, this is another spokesperson, says Tate is an example of what these social media relegations have been put in place to address. So once again, who is he, right? They say he started off as a kickboxer, if you didn't know his history, and he has his first Dance with the Public Spotlight was in 2016 on UK's Big Brother reality show. Probably why I never heard of him, because he's from the UK. He's British, I believe. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys hold on. This lady is going to explain a little bit. Hold on.
Let's jump into it with Andrew Tate. Yesterday, the boxer, who you might know for pissing a lot of people off on the internet, gave his quote final message on video after being banned from multiple social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The hour and 13-minute long video consisted of Andrew talking about being bullied as a child, and he also addressed the multiple allegations he has against him, including
of misogyny. The former Big Brother contestant also said his controversial remarks were taken out of context and claims that he has been vilified. During the video, the boxer did not apologize for essentially anything, like when he said women who are assaulted should, quote, bear some responsibility, and instead he bragged that he is the most influential person on the planet. Andrew did announce that the social accounts he has left will be dedicated to charity and that he would be taking a break from podcasting at the moment. I honestly don't know if he has any accounts left, but maybe he should donate those funds to getting some serious help.
Thank you, Wally. I always mute it when it's playing in the background, like if I play a video. So let me post this now, because I know I'm gonna forget, because I'm getting caught up in my education and breaking this thing down. So once again, the link is in there in the description if you wanted to talk about something that was going on, something if you're intriguing you want to add to this conversation before when we finish the stream. Links in the chat. All right. So once again, guys, that was kind of a breakdown of who he is from other people's perspective, right? Let me go back into here. Who is he? Once again, he started off on the Big Brother reality show. It says he lasted 6 days. And this is another lady that had an issue with him.
Access to garner a huge audience was a mistake. No one should have ever done that. Because now look, he's living in all your heads rent free.
With that being said, what do you think?
Okay, so basically that's another lady, I guess, that had an issue with him, and she said she wished she didn't talk about him, because now, like, he's getting more causeway, I guess you could say. And you guys got to think about it. This is why people say, if you know anything about social media and being on the public eye and television, they said no publicity is bad publicity, or all publicity is good publicity, right? So this is why you guys see things that are trending that are so crazy and dumb and stupid and just over the top and controversial, because people like that, in a sense. Like, they rather see people hurt or in pain or messed up, or just if they're having a bad life, at least somebody else has got a bad life like me. I'm loving it. Like, people love that. So and that's just, it's just something dealing with the psyche. Instead of just being happy, I'd rather live in misery or in somebody else's misery, right? So once again, guys, we're talking about Mr. Tate right now. He is the guy that got all his channels taken off. He got his Twitter taken, his Twitch taken, he got his YouTube channel taken, he got his Facebook channel taken, he got his Instagram, and this guy had millions, when I tell you millions of followers on all these accounts. All right, it says, so basically, guys, if you don't know, this is who he is. He was on the Big Brother UK reality TV show. He lasted 6 days. They kicked him off the show after a video appeared of him allegedly abusing a woman and threatening with her voice, with her violence. And this is a big thing. This is happening from what happened some years ago with this guy. It says a video of the couple was actually role playing, he said, and he said it wasn't real. And it says, after winding down his kickboxing career, he began an online webcamming company in which he claimed up to 75 women allegedly, what is this, were working for him. Okay, so I guess he said he's a woman employer, so why y'all mad at him? Allegedly, right? Let's see. It's hey David, so it shouldn't be muted. I'm talking good, I can hear myself. Hey David, shout out to you. Hopefully you're having a great day. And also, guys, once again, we have another channel member here. We got BGH, we got David Hunt. So once again, consider joining the channel and supporting. You guys are here every time I stream. You guys are always here supporting. Why don't you go ahead and join the channel membership, guys? If you look at the top bar, you'll see it next to, I don't know what membership, I think it's next to the store at the top, I don't remember, but consider joining. It helps support the channel and I would appreciate you for it. So let's see. Wally says, David, you're behind in the stream. All right, guys, so once again, if you're just getting in, we're talking about the cancel culture. We're talking about, is it right for these different platforms to cancel people, cancel their whole accounts if they have millions of subscribers or 10 subscribers? What is your perspective on that? Do you agree or disagree? Or do you think that people need to just mind their business and stop getting so emotional? Do you think if you don't like what somebody is saying, cut it off, right? I said you need to cut it, right? Do you need to cut it off? So I want to know what you guys think about that. Let me know. That is the premise of this. Do we need to kind of guard our hearts and get ourselves away from certain things, turn it off? Or do you think that it is right for platforms to just ban people and cancel them? What do you guys believe on? All right, so we're breaking down this guy. I've never seen this, where I think they did this with Trump though too, didn't they? Where they cut Trump off of all the biggest platforms. And you guys have to think about it this way. I know some of you are like, okay, yeah, he's cut off, but this guy's apparently trying to run a business. So you need social media nowadays to have a sustainable business. So they've cut all his social media platforms off, right? So that's definitely going to affect him business-wise. He says in an interview with the UK's Mirror earlier this year, said Tate called the webcam business a total scam in which women, they faked his sob stories to get men to part with their cash. Okay, so he's a proponent of that. He's not for that fake life. He's not for that. And he apparently calls women out allegedly for that, right? It says Tate has more recently become famous as an online personality, promising to show boys and men how to escape the matrix. And I quote, he says, so that's his shorthand for becoming wealthy and successful with women, all right? So he's one of those gurus or coaches for men, right? It says before being booted off of social media platforms, he had over 4.5 million Instagram followers. And he had 600,000 subscribers to his Tate Speech YouTube account. Okay, I guess it's a playoff for the word hate speech. Allegedly, and his videos carrying his hashtag on TikTok have been viewed 14 billion times. Billion with a B. So this guy is he's touching and getting to a lot of people. So I mean, I haven't heard about him, but I'm not really on social media heavy like that, so I probably wouldn't know, but I know some of you probably do know of him. It says much of his content is unrelated to women though. He says apart from touting advice on how to become wealthy, he's known for his outspoken support of Trump, who he sees as an extremely alpha male, he says. He also spoke against lockdowns in C-19, it says. Now, what got him kicked off? So this is the what, so you guys can know why. And he says his comments about women that appear to be led about him kicked off of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Though his political takes were polarizing, many of his remarks, they said, were quote, ambiguously sexist, right? It says back in 2017, he was kicked off of Twitter when he criticized the Me Too movement. It says he says that women going through that violation, being violated, put themselves in that. And I don't know what he thought when he said something like that and got on social media. Come on now, guys. Like, I think, like I said a lot of times, and this goes back into his last video he did, because he did it on some other social media platform. Obviously, it wasn't YouTube or anything like that, because he's banned from it. But I did watch, like I said, his speech, because like I'm the type of person, I want to hear exactly what you have to say. I'm not just going to cut you off because other people cut you off. I want to know the why to why you did what you did, right? So I listened to a portion of it, and he talked about basically, like the lady said, he didn't apologize for anything he said, but he basically talked about that he doesn't believe he should be taken off the platforms. He also said that he does realize that he needs to, I think, this is a paraphrasing, he needs to check kind of what he says though and think about it first. And he says everything he's doing now is he's going to focus on his charity, and anything he does is for money raising for his charity. So do you guys believe that or not? But that's what he said. So he ended that real smooth, how, you know, he explained and talked about it. He basically said everything he does now is for his charities that he supports. He's not about all this messiness anymore. He doesn't want to waste his time. So once again, we'll see. The fruit doesn't fall from the tree. So we'll see how, if he changes his MO. But I know he's going to have to do this a lot on his own, because there is no social media platforms he can get on, right? Let's see. It says Tate was banned from Twitter for evading a previous ban. It says the Twitter spokesperson told CNET, and it booted him from the platform for violating community guidelines under the Dangerous Individuals and Organizations Clause. It says the YouTube spokesperson said Tate was barred from the platform after multiple violations of the community guidelines. And if you guys are YouTubers, you know you cannot violate the community guidelines. That's it. You cannot do that. And like I said, I just really don't believe people read. They do not read the stuff that they're signing. And you can't just come in here doing and saying what you want. It sounds good and it feels good. You think you can, because once again, maybe YouTube doesn't catch you or they let some stuff slide. But once again, listen, guys, they went back to 2017 with this guy. So they let him sit and talk and talk and talk. And I let people know that, especially when you're dealing with criminal justice and crime and the law, especially with crime. You listen, police officers and all these different people that are investigating, they never just jump and arrest you or convict you or, you know, charge you with a crime for the first thing you did. They build a case. So once again, a lot of people are they're ignorant in the sense that they think because they didn't get caught the first time they did something, they didn't realize I said that, but I think I'm wrong for that. Maybe I need to change my ways before something negative happens. It's always when that negative hits you, then you want to change your ways, right? So once again, they went back to 2017 with this guy. So once again, what he says that what is the Hustlers University? It's if his talking points are nothing new, he says what distinguishes Tate is that he figured out a way to game the current social media landscape. It says what that was achieved via Hustlers University, his online self-help course on wealth generation. It costs $45 a month, which the site claims grants access to 12 multi-millionaire experts in their selected field. All right. So he offers that to people, right? So apparently people are buying it up. They're buying it on up. So what do you guys think about that as far as him? Do you think you think it's right to ban him totally off those platforms? Or do you think people should have the right to say what they want to say, right? Also following with this, guys, I don't know if you guys heard about this other guy that was banned also too. YouTube is not playing. They are banning so many people and they're suspending accounts and putting people in YouTube jail. Let me see if you guys know this guy. Because once again, I don't know about all these different things that are going on. Okay, this Crowder guy. Hold on, let me get this up. Share. Do you guys know this guy? He was banned too. Let me know in the chat if you know this guy. Now, these are people with millions of subscribers. Talking about in the million, right? So it says, why was he banned from YouTube? Let's see. Let me get this up for you guys. All right. All right, so let's break this one down. This guy's name is Andrew Crowder. I think I said his name right. I'm sorry, I said Andrew. Steven. All right, it says this social media star has millions of followers on his platform. He was recently banned from YouTube. After waiting for a couple hours, he finally broke his silence. It says he shed more light on what really happened, and those were the details. Let's see. It says, who is he? He says he opened up about being suspended from YouTube and Twitter and other platforms such as Rumble. In it, he revealed that he was banned from YouTube once again because his video, whoever this Carrie person is. It says during detailing what happened in the interview, he said that in the video that had been uploaded, I guess this lady was a Trump supporter, whatever. She discussed the election, and he was wondering why he got banned from the platform because he says other people discussed it. So why is he getting banned, right? And it just, like I said, once again, it says, guys, that he had 1 million followers on Instagram, 5.7 million on YouTube, 1.7 million on Twitter. But the point of all this is, I'm trying to tell you guys is, like I said, I don't understand what goes on in people's minds to where they think they can do and say anything and there's no repercussion. There's always some form of repercussion, good or bad, guys. There's always something. But it just behooves me. Like I said, you cannot get so caught up in yourself, that you think that other people don't have a perspective or will not ban against you to stop whatever this is your movement is. So you should always create other ways and venues. But I'm wondering, should these people be banned? Like, because they're talking all this extra talk and they're saying things on different, I guess you say, groups of people, or do they have the right to say what they want to say, guys? What do you guys think and feel about that? But this guy, once again, he said it was an interview he did, and he said he doesn't know why he got picked because there were other people talking about the same thing. Once again, it's really a question of why you get picked, guys. If they want to, they're gonna take you off. It is what it is. It definitely is what it is, and you can't control it. And that's the thing about YouTube. You got to make sure that you're saving your streams and things, because if they take it off and delete it, you can't get back into it. All right, you definitely can't get back into it. So, and I know there's many people that have gotten whole channels taken away. And once again, that's why it's really imperative to kind of have your own space, because guess what? It can just be taken away at any point. But is it purposeful? Should these guys not have been doing and saying whatever it was that they were doing and saying? That is the question, right? So, and I know, especially the Tate guy, man, there's so many people that don't like that guy. And I think, once again, it's been a push for him to be taken off of social media because people just don't like him, right? Hey, Big Ben, hopefully you're having a great day today. Big Ben says, what did he say that was so bad? Which one, Big Ben? The Crowder guy or the Tate guy? Which guy do you want me to go back and discuss? So I'll talk about this guy since I have him up, and if you want me to talk about Tate again, I'll bring him up. So once again, guys, let me know if you want to speak on any of these guys before we get later in the stream and we end it. Let's see. Okay, so I'll break that down again. So here it is. It says, why was Steven Crowder banned from YouTube? And I'm pretty sure 1 out of 2 of you guys must know this guy because he's got millions of followers. It says Steven Crowder recently revealed that he had been suspended from YouTube, but what got his Louder with Crowder show banned. It says, here it is, right here. It says he opened up about being suspended from YouTube on Twitter and other platforms such as Rumble. So he's still on some other platforms, just not YouTube. You guys got to think about it. With YouTube, they are making a lot of money with AdSense. And just if they have like channel memberships and super chats and things of that nature. Those type of things, they're making money off of that. So that is a big one to be kicked off of YouTube, because when you get into the millions of subscribers, and especially if they're loyal subscribers that, you know, want to support you, that is a big money maker for them. And then the AdSense also too. And shout out to, once again, channel members. Make sure, guys, if you want to join and help support the channel, go ahead and hit that join button. And once again, you guys will get different little icons to put next to your name every time. Every month you're in the channel, they change to different colors, and your name is highlighted in the chat. So shout out to the channel members that are here, BGH and David Hunt, and make sure you check their pages out and channels out. Check David out too. His music is excellent in the mornings. If you're getting up, getting ready to go to work, and you're up early, make sure you go into his stream and just turn it on and just get a vibe. He plays the piano and it's so awesome. He's so awesome. So check him out. Shout out to channel member David Hunt. Oh, thank you, BDH. Hopefully you're having a great day and you're doing well. Hey, Melissa, how are you? I was just thinking about you, Melissa. What? Look how God works. That's so cool. Melissa Jane says, passing by, showing some love. Hope you're well, Mrs. B Finesse. I am blessed, Melissa, and I'm so glad to see you because you always bring so much joy, and I love listening to you talk and break down things. So shout out to you. It's funny how in life, in the world, people come, back and move around in life. So it's just awesome. Awesome to see you. So glad that you stopped by, and I appreciate you, Melissa. And sidebar, guys, you know what's so funny to me? And let me know if you've experienced this or if you've seen this. It's so funny, like when you are a YouTuber, right? And you're on here, how like people will come and go, and it's not anything with them. I mean, even with my life, guys, I've gotten a lot busier. I can't do the 3 streams a week like I used to, just because life is busier and I'm working on other things in the background, building, right? So, it's funny how like you'll see people coming in and out of streams, and people will get mad like because you didn't come in their stream. But what I understand about people is that like a lot of people just they get busier, and so you got to give people grace or just check on them. Like if you didn't see somebody, why don't you email them or message them and check on them? You don't know what people are going through, guys. You should check on people, especially, and stop having that mindset of, oh, why didn't they come see me? Why didn't they talk to me? Why didn't they speak to me in the chat? Guys, a lot of times, even if I am watching somebody's stream, I'm not looking at the chat. I have it on, but I'm running around doing stuff or out and about. So that's just a sidebar. Don't get caught up in that, right? Don't get caught up on your first perception of people and get angry or bothered because they didn't show up or they didn't help you or you think they don't care. Don't do that. It's such the wrong mindset. Because a lot of times we're humans and we're just humans living life, and a lot of times don't assume somebody has the worst intentions for you. There goes my sidebar teaching, guys. You guys know how I do. I call it edutainment. I try to educate you guys and entertain you at the same time, and I try to break things down, and especially when we're dealing with mindsets. So that was just, it came to my spirit, so I did it. Oh, thank you, Big Ben. I appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you for that. I really appreciate your support too, and support of the channel. So thank you, Big Ben. I appreciate you. So Melissa Jane's talking to everybody. She's saying hello. Much respect to Melissa. She's awesome. She's been such a supporter of me from the very beginning, even on the back end. Melissa is so awesome. She will help you with anything. Well, maybe just me. I don't know. But she's an awesome person. So shout out to her. Let's see. Melissa says, yeah, true. And thanks for checking on me via IG. I really appreciate it. Oh, no worries. And see, guys, like I said, even though I got a big family, a husband, children, I'm busy, doing business things too. If you're on my spirit, like I try to check on you, even if it's something little, just waving my hand at you on social or whatever I can do. If I can do or find you, I try to do it. So that's why I like to have some type of contact and way to contact my members. I think I'm gonna make a form or maybe an email list of subscriptions so I can make sure I have all you guys' information, just so I can touch base with you if I don't catch you on a social media platform or somewhere else, because I want to make sure I can get in contact with you guys. But yeah, you guys know, some of you, even after a stream, if you come up on the panel, I try to sit and talk with you. If something in my spirit feels like I want to talk to them or encourage them, I do it. I don't bite my tongue on stuff like that, because I know sometimes you need that encouragement, and it could be from the least likely person, but sometimes we just need to encourage each other. We really do. And you don't know what people could be going through. You really don't. So when you can shout them out, especially on these streams, shouting you guys out, asking you how you doing. And you guys know, a lot of you been here from the very beginning. I mean it when I say, hopefully you're having a good day. How are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. I know a lot of people that stream and YouTube, and I think that's a heart integrity thing. And we talked about this before. A lot of you I've talked to on the back end, people are going to reveal themselves. That seed is going to grow into a fruit, And so watch it. Watch how the fruit grows, because a lot of people don't realize. You see people and they get on here and they tout this stuff and say things, and you're gonna find out that they're a chameleon. They're a transformer, right? You're gonna find out that they're really not really about what they're telling you. They're just really kind of for that clout. They're for them clicks and likes. And if you get caught up in doing stuff for the clicks and the likes and the subscribers, you're gonna lose yourself, especially if you didn't know yourself to start off with. I know this took another turn, but whatever. Somebody need this. On a hashtag replay, somebody needs this. And go ahead and share it, because this is gonna help somebody. Go ahead and share it, guys, because this is gonna help somebody and bless them. But like I said, don't be caught up in the hype with people. And another thing that really helps me with people, guys, I don't ever put human beings on a pedestal. And so don't put people on pedestals, because what happens is when you put a person, especially a human, on a pedestal, they will disappoint you, right? So don't do that. And then you'll find that it's easier to deal with people in life, because you never gave them that platform to be such high above you. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's some 2 cents to help some of you guys. But anyways, let me break this down again. So if you're just coming in, guys, we're talking about cancel culture. Should these platforms have the right to totally dismantle people's platforms and ban them? How do you guys feel about that, as far as even the reality of life? Do you think it's okay to be totally cut off a platform, or do you think people should just turn it off? If you don't like what people say, should you just turn off the channel, go to another channel? Or do you think people need to be banned? Well, what do you guys feel about that? So let me break this down for Ben. Okay. He says, so basically what he did, Ben, he talked to a Trump supporter. I believe this lady's name was Carrie. She was an endorsed candidate for Arizona governor, and he discussed the election in which she was running. So I guess he did an interview with this lady, and he was breaking down and detailing in the interview what happened. And he said that he just was talking, I guess, regurgitating talking points that everybody was talking about, but he says he just got, I guess, isolated and picked. It says it's unclear what part really got Steven banned. So he doesn't really know what got him banned, but he knows he's banned. But he knows, and I think he shows that on here. He showed her, it was some resource that I was looking at. He actually showed the letter that YouTube sent him, and it put the name of the title of this stream that he did with this Carrie woman, right? He says, but it was stated that his video had violated the company policy, right? So it says if you don't know who he is, he's an actor, he's a conservative political commentator, and he's a media host. It says he has appeared in several movies and has his own show on social media where he talks about political topics, i.e. probably YouTube. It says he entertained the entertainment industry when he was 12 years old, and he landed a role of Brian in the children's hit TV series Arthur. Oh, so he was on that. That's a cartoon series, I think. And they said he was a voice actor to start, and then he gained recognition. So this guy has 1 million Instagram followers, 5 million YouTube followers, and 1.9 Twitter followers. Yep. And I'm gonna go back to Andrew Tate, so you know too, Big Ben. That's the first guy I talked about. So basically, here, let me share this with you. Andrew Tate, do you know him, Big Ben? I'm wondering, do you know him already? Because I know he's like a proponent for men and alpha men, I guess is what he says. He's a proponent for alpha men. Let me break this down for you guys that just came in. Once again, hit the thumbs up. Sharing is caring. So share this on your social media platforms, because you guys that know me, you've been here from the beginning. You guys know I'm new to social media. I'm not heavy on it. I'm not on all the platforms, but sharing is caring. So as we share these things, we can get this information to the right people, and we can, change lives in this edutainment, these educating conversations that entertain you too, right? So this is him, and his name is Andrew Tate. Okay, Big Ben said I heard of him. Okay, so basically, Big Ben, he's been kicked off of all the platforms, Big Ben. He's been kicked off of Twitter. He's been kicked off of TikTok. He's been kicked off of YouTube. He's been kicked off of Twitch. And there's some other site that I didn't. Instagram and Facebook. So they kicked this guy off of every platform. And this is going back to some things he did in 2017. So let me kind of preface it. They say he's a misogynist. That's what they quote him, quote unquote. They say he's basically kind of a woman hater, allegedly. And his biggest thing, he said something about women being, what is the word I can use? Assaulted, I guess you could say. And he says, and I'm paraphrasing what he says, that they have, how can I word it? They have a responsibility in that, pretty much. That's pretty much what he said. And my introspection and thought on this, and this is what leads to kind of this conversation we're having as far as with cancel culture and should we cancel people, and what is your kind of parameters that's set up. Why do you guys think you can go on these platforms and say whatever you want to say and think that it's not going to bite you, especially when it's something that has to do with I guess you could say moral values, or just kind of not being, I guess you could say, quote unquote, just an off personality, right? And it's funny to me how a lot of times these people get on these platforms and say what they want to say, and then they get mad when they get caught off. And to me, I think it's like when you're thinking about your family, or you're thinking about how you project yourself on social media, at your job, on any type of public platform. You always need to think ahead of repercussions. Yes, whatever. What is that mindset? You say what you want to say, and you only live once, YOLO, and I'm just being real, quote unquote, whatever. No, you're not. You're doing and saying whatever it is to get the likes and clicks and to be relevant. Because if you are real, you understand, as human beings, we have this litany of emotions, in and out, up and down, right? And so, to stand on one thing and stay on it, many people do, but a lot of people kind of go with the flow of whatever is popular. And you guys got to realize what's being shot out on social media might not always be things that you want to hear and listen to. Those are just the top trending things that everybody keeps watching and looking at. And that's why it's really important and imperative that, when you find somebody that has some good media, or good ethical, good projective conversations and thoughts, and something that in your heart, especially if you've dealt with that person in the background, or you've seen their seed, the fruit of their seed, you've seen how they actually really are, you've seen how they walk and honor themselves in their own families in life. I think we don't do much more of that. I think we just kind of see people, and we don't look at the under kind of guard of who they really are. And then something like this happens. I'm talking about, I know he's flustered and floored, because you guys got to realize this guy, he has a platform called Hustlers University. So he's selling courses like all other gurus. Shout out to the people selling courses. So I'm gonna get me a course and sell it. But it's funny to me how a lot of people throw these courses out, but you have no professional background in anything. You just kind of pick something that's trending and you make a course. But the people that have the background and have the experience in the different things, they're the main ones that need to be making courses. But I digress on that, right? Hey, listen, it's just a freaking reunion. Hey, Black's Tropical. She says, Mrs. B Finesse, hey, beautiful soul sister, drop in by the show. Thank you. And Sherry, check your text message. I don't know if you got a new phone or not, but check them. Check your text message and then text me back, and but just check it for me. But shout out to Black's Tropical. They're awesome too, man. People just, you know what? I gotta give a shout out to you guys, especially the originators. And most of you in this chat have been original Finesse family. You guys were with me from the very beginning. You guys, it's so awesome to me how life really works, and how the circle of how, God will bring people in and out, but it's true and tried, the people that really support you and care. And like every one of you in this chat, every one of you that's shown up, you shouted me out. You guys have supported me. Sorry guys, it's the baby. You guys have shouted me out. You guys have supported me. You guys have checked on me. You guys have shouted me out. You guys have supported me. You guys have gone in your pockets and supported me monetarily. You guys have just been wisdom advisors. You guys have done a lot. You guys have, protected me. You guys have encouraged. You guys, the Finesse family is so awesome, guys. I'm so glad that I have had the opportunity to meet you guys and be around you and bounce ideas off of you and learn from a lot of you guys, and you guys send me messages saying that you learn and enjoy me. So shout out to Black's Tropical. Awesome family, awesome couple, awesome marriage. Them people are the real deal. So shout out to you, Sherry. I really appreciate you. That just blessed me. You and Melissa Jane just blessed me, guys. I appreciate you guys coming through and that. So once again, sharing is caring. Go ahead and share this out. You guys know I need you guys as far as that social media aspect to share it on your platforms, because I'm so new to social media. It's a shame. I'm just like a newborn person, infant, right? Also, guys, too, that's why with me, guys, and my perspective of things is so kind of, I guess, I don't think it's antiquated, but like I don't fall into the whole ideal of when I see people, I believe them, because I understand. And I get it. I'm not hating. There's gimmicks to a lot of things, especially you guys have to think about it on like a psychological level. People can get up here and do and say whatever they want. They can say, think about that. Like, really sit back and think about what I'm telling you. This is like a class right here. I'm teaching you guys a session, right? I'm giving y'all a free session today, right? Free consultation. Really sit back and think about how somebody that's maybe introverted, that been through a lot, and you guys already know, I've talked to many of you, especially with consults, and you guys know a lot of things. This is why I'm not so quick to jump on people. Even this guy, this Tate guy, I'm not even mad at him. I'm not one to say cancel him, because I know he probably been through some traumatic things in his past, especially maybe his childhood. He's been through some stuff maybe in his childhood that led to him doing and saying and being who he is. And we don't know. Maybe he is an actual different personality in person. Maybe he's doing this because he knows this is encouraging the fears of a lot of people that have been hurt, a lot of people that have been used and abused. You know what I'm saying? So we have to just kind of sit back and think. If I can just turn the camera on, get on, start talking, say what I want to say, I can go into other people's chats, troll them, do what I want to do, say lewd things that I know I would never say to them in person. When you understand the mindset of why somebody would do that, and you understand that it's such a free reign here in social media that people are just going to do and say what they want, I don't think you'll take a lot of stuff personal. Now, don't get me wrong. People don't got the right to say, do, and treat you a certain way. I'm not for that. I'm totally a principal proponent of sticking up for the rights and the right of people and the right thing and the moral thing. But guess what? I do understand the reality of this life and the reality of social media, and even me coming into the social media space about 9 or so months ago, that it just behooves me, guys. I'm not shocked though, because, and it's funny, a lot of you don't know, because I'm not one that comes on here and blabs about it, but I've had many content creators that I'm cool with that have beefs with each other that come to me and talk, right? And once again, you never know, because I don't need to get on here and create a hysteria and create some content just to get some clicks about it. But as far as an integrity situation, a lot of times I let them know, like, I think you really just need to talk to that person. I think there's a misunderstanding. Sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes you're just rude to each other and you're mean and cruel to each other. But sometimes it takes a conversation. And I think a lot of times when you just kind of cut people off, you don't give them a chance, you don't have that conversation and agree to disagree, because guess what? What I'm not gonna proponent of is, I'm not one to say that, yep, everybody should get along. No, that's not how it works. But if you guys have a conversation, at least in the end, you can agree to disagree, but it's not going to be a question of a year later, dang, what did that person think of me? Or why they stopped talking to me? Or why are they talking about me behind my back? And a lot of times, guys, people aren't even checking for you. They're not thinking about you. You're on their mind, but they're not on your mind, right? They've moved on with life. So I'm hoping that helps somebody and blesses them. And I hope a lot of you that are caught up in these beefs and these erratic situations with these people on YouTube understand, and please believe that people are showing you their representative a lot of times. Okay, so don't get caught up in that representative. Try to investigate, watch the fruit, see, if they talk about, family, or if they even got, a spouse or anything like that. Just see if there's structure some type of way. Look at the fruit and see. And then from there, people still can lie about that type of stuff. But that's a good way to kind of disregard the fakes and phonies. And guess what, guys? That's just the reality. People are going to do and say what they want. And a lot of times it's just better to kind of turn that cheek and keep going. But let's get back to this on this money tip. I know he's going to lose a lot as far as money, because once again, like I told you guys, social media is the best and quickest, and only in this generation now, only way to build your business. You have to be on social media. Ergo, why you see me on social media now, because me building, right? And for him to be kicked off, I know as far as his monetary and the things that he's trying to do and create, that's going to be a blow to him. I do, hopefully he's being honest about it. I do appreciate that this shock wave has made him look to other people to help them, hopefully bless them. And he says that he is focusing on his charities. So I'm not going to speak ill will of that, because this man might have turned a new leaf. And I really want him to. I think a lot of times too, guys, we get stuck on when people do wrong. We want to keep them as devils, and we want to keep them as they'll never change. And you can't do that. You cannot do that to people. You have to give them the opportunity to change, especially if they want to change. And that's a whole nother segment and a whole nother live stream. But yeah, I definitely, like I said, guys, as far as this stream and this, I really wanted to have that conversation, that upgutting of how we look at people, how we idolize people on social media, how we don't even use discernment with people, and understand that some people may be having a bad day, but some people might be showing you their true representative. So believe it when you see it. Don't get caught up in the mix of everybody else is with that person, everybody else is over there, everybody else is on that channel, and so they got to be a good person. No, man, just watch the fruit of people. Watch how they treat you. Watch how they come, when they do come back around, how they respond, how they talk about you to other people. And sorry, guys. And believe it. Believe all of what you see, right? None of what you hear, but all of what you see. All right. So once again, hopefully, guys, that blessed and helped you. I guess everybody's good. Nobody wanted to come up and speak on it. So cool. But you guys were in the chat. You guys have just been so much support that you guys know, I don't think there's a stream where I haven't shouted out the Finesse fam at the very beginning, because I want you guys to know it, beginning of the stream. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, guys. If we do this every week, we have kind of like this powwow. I edutain you, I educate you on different topics, break them down, research them, and I try to entertain you guys too in the same sense, right? Just kind of mold those things together. Also, if you haven't check out I have a separate channel. It's an education channel. You can check that out. If you have any questions dealing with education from kindergarten to post high school, college, anything like that, graduate school, I've been there, done that. Let me know. I will definitely do a video for that to help any of you that are parents, students wanting to go to college, want to go back to college, or you have questions about how to help your kids learn, read, whatever, guys. I know all that stuff. So once again, send me a message or email, let me know. I will discuss that on the other channel. Also, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. You guys support, and you guys man, just so great seeing old faces here, seeing people that I've supported from the beginning coming back, showing love. You guys are so awesome. Thank you to those that shared the channel on your social medias, on your community tabs, because sharing is caring, as my daughter says. And I so appreciate you guys. Also too, shout out to our channel members. We got BGH in the building. We got we got BGH in the building, channel member. We have hold on, guys. Oh, shout out to BGH. Oopsie. Shout out to BGH in the building, channel member. Shout out to David Hunt, channel member. Make sure you guys check them out. Also consider joining if you haven't joined the channel. It costs less than a coffee or a burger at your burger joint, and that goes into supporting the channel and the equipment and everything for the channel, as we try to bring you guys more things, break it down, and make it more visually palpable to your eyes and ears, right? Also, shout out to all those that super chat. BGH, thank you. Shout out to you for that. Big Ben, thank you for the super sticker. I super appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are so appreciated. Also, too, guys, so excited about it. Did I add the wrong channel? I think I did. Stop sharing the screen. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm super excited about it. It's a long time coming, guys, but I got it done. Got it done, made time for it, guys. Check out the Finesse Fam store, guys. It's on the channel. We got it here. If you go to the channel, you look next to the memberships, there's a store. You guys will see the merch. We got the Don't Quit merch. We got the Finesse Fan, faithfully innovating, inspiring, being naturally effective. Seek success every day, guys. Check it out. Get you something for you, your boo, your husband, your kids, your spouse. Thank you guys, the people that have ordered already. Thank you for the support, and I really appreciate you guys. And once again, guys, we got another Freestyle Finesse Friday. Shout out to everyone that was here. We got Lash, we got Wally, we got Big Ben, Melissa Jane, Black Tropical, everybody that's in the chat just listening, David, BGH, those of you that didn't come up, but you're in the background. Shout out to you. I appreciate you guys. And once again, guys, we did it again, another Freestyle Finesse Friday. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Adios, au revoir. See you later, Gators. Doo-doo-doo. Also, guys, make sure you go back and comment on the stream. Comment. If you missed the stream, go back and comment on any streams you missed, and that helps the hashtag replay people, the people that come back and watch the channel that don't know anything about the channel or the live stream. It helps them know exactly what we are doing here. So have a great day, guys. Make sure you comment on the stream, comment on any stream that you've seen that you forgot to comment on, and share. And make sure you guys hit that like button. Have a great day.